In the remote mountains of a far-off land, there lived a wise and contemplative monk named Tenzin. Tenzin was renowned not only for his deep spiritual insights, but also for his exceptional clarity of thought. People from distant villages sought his guidance when they found themselves entangled in the complexities of life. One day, as the sun dipped behind the peaks, casting long shadows on the monastery courtyard, Tenzin gathered the villagers to share his wisdom on the art of clear thinking. "Friends," he began in a voice that echoed with a profound serenity, "the mind is like a vast and open sky. But just as clouds can momentarily obscure the clarity of the sky, certain mental habits and external influences can obscure the clarity of our thinking. Today, I will share with you the essence of clear thinking, the things to avoid in order to allow the radiant light of clarity to shine through." The tangle of distraction. Tenzin spoke of the first impediment to clear thinking, the incessant dance of distraction. In a world filled with constant stimuli, he observed how people's minds were pulled in myriad directions, like leaves in a gust of wind. "Distraction," he said, "is the thief of clarity. When our minds are scattered, entangled in the web of countless thoughts and external influences, the clear thinking we seek becomes elusive. To think clearly, one must learn the art of focus. Be mindful of the present moment and resist the pull of distractions that seek to steal your attention." Tenzin guided the villagers in a meditation session, teaching them to anchor their minds in the present moment. As they closed their eyes and tuned into their breath, the whispers of distraction began to fade, and a sense of stillness settled over the gathering. The shadows of negative thoughts. The wise monk then turned his attention to the shadows that lurk within the recesses of the mind. Negative thoughts. Tenzin explained how these thoughts, like dark clouds, can obscure the brightness of clear thinking. Negative thoughts, he cautioned, are like storms that cloud the serene sky of the mind. They create turbulence and prevent us from seeing situations with clarity. To think clearly, we must confront and dispel these shadows. Tenzin shared techniques for cultivating a positive mindset and encouraged the villagers to observe their thoughts without judgment. By acknowledging negativity without being consumed by it, he explained, one can gradually dissipate the shadows and allow the light of clear thinking to prevail. The weight of attachment. As the moon rose in the night sky, Tenzin spoke of another obstacle on the path to clear thinking, the weight of attachment. He described how attachment to desires, outcomes, and even one's own opinions can cloud the mind like a dense fog. Attachment, he said, creates a film over the lens of clear thinking. When we are attached, our judgment becomes clouded, and we are unable to see the true nature of things. To think clearly, one must cultivate detachment, the ability to appreciate the beauty of life without clinging to it. Tenzin guided the villagers in a reflection on the nature of attachment. He encouraged them to explore the freedom that comes with letting go, releasing the grip on expectations, and allowing the mind to flow with the natural rhythm of life. The echoes of past regrets. The following day, as the first light painted the mountain peaks, Tenzin addressed another hindrance to clear thinking, the echoes of past regrets. He spoke of how the weight of guilt and remorse can cast a long shadow on the present moment, preventing the mind from seeing clearly. Regrets, Tenzin said, are like echoes that reverberate through the corridors of the mind. They distort our perception and hinder clear thinking. To think clearly, one must learn the art of forgiveness, not only forgiving others, but more importantly, forgiving oneself. In a powerful session, Tenzin guided the villagers through a forgiveness meditation. As they released the burdens of the past, a sense of liberation washed over them. The weight of regrets began to lift, making way for the clarity that arises when the mind is unburdened. The illusion of control. Tenzin's teachings continued, touching upon the illusion of control, the belief that one can manipulate and dictate every aspect of life. He explained how this illusion, like a mirage in the desert, can lead to confusion and cloud the judgment needed for clear thinking. Life, Tenzin declared, is a river that flows with its own rhythm. The illusion of control is an attempt to dam this river, but such efforts only create turbulence. To think clearly, one must surrender to the flow of life, recognizing that true power lies in embracing the ebb and flow of existence. The wise monk led the villagers in a contemplation on the nature of control. As they let go of the illusion, a sense of ease and acceptance permeated the gathering, paving the way for the clarity that arises when the mind is free from the shackles of unrealistic expectations. The mirage of perfection. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of orange and pink across the landscape, Tenzin turned his attention to the mirage of perfection. He spoke of how the relentless pursuit of an idealized version of oneself or the world can distort the lens of clear thinking. Perfection, he explained, is a mirage that recedes as we approach it. The pursuit of perfection creates unnecessary stress and prevents us from seeing the inherent beauty in imperfection. To think clearly, one must embrace the beauty of the imperfect and find peace in the present moment. Tenzin guided the villagers in a meditation on self-acceptance and the acceptance of the world as it is. As they let go of the need for perfection, a profound sense of liberation unfolded, allowing the light of clear thinking to shine brightly. The conclusion of clarity. In the days that followed, Tenzin continued to impart his wisdom, addressing various aspects of the human experience that hinder clear thinking. He spoke of the importance of humility, the dangers of judgment, and the transformative power of compassion. Each teaching, like a piece of a puzzle, contributed to the complete picture of clear thinking. As the villagers absorbed the teachings and integrated them into their lives, a tangible shift occurred. The air in the monastery courtyard became infused with a sense of clarity, and the once confused minds of the villagers now radiated a newfound luminosity. In a final gathering beneath the ancient Bodhi tree, Tenzin addressed the transformed village. "The journey to clear thinking is ongoing," he said with a gentle smile, "but by avoiding the pitfalls we have discussed, you pave the way for a mind that is like a pristine sky, vast, open, and radiant with clarity." The villagers, grateful for the wisdom imparted by the venerable monk, bowed in reverence. Tenzin, with a heart full of compassion, continued his journey, leaving behind a village that had learned to navigate the twists and turns of life with clear thinking as their guiding light. And so, the timeless teachings echoed through the mountains, a beacon of clarity for all who sought to unravel the mysteries of the mind.